9:37. Starting with verse 37, then Jesus, and then saith he, King James, Jesus unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. So let's look at these two key words here in verse 37. The first word is the word plenteous. The harvest is plenteous. This Greek word is Strong's 4183. It's the word polis, and it actually means much, many, largely, abundant, and great. So the harvest is great. The harvest is in abundance, and things have not changed in over 2,000 years. And the other key word I want to look at is number two key word is the word few. He said the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Okay, so the word few is the word oligos. Strong's 3641. It means puny. Puny, small in number or size. The laborers are puny. The laborers are small in number and size. Comment. What a contrast between these two words, plenteous and few. We need to change all of this. We need to change all of this, as in the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are plenteous as well, so that the harvest can become few. It's part of God's plan of redemption, riddance, and reversal, that the harvest diminishes all the time as we get people born again and walking in their fullness of their destiny, walking in the fullness of their sonship. All right? So let's move on to Matthew 9:38, the very next verse after. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. So we've got the word sent forth, and we've got the word laborers, which we had in verse 37. So the first key word here is the word sent forth. Very interesting word in the Greek. Literally, it's the word ekbalo. It's a Strong's number 1544 for you scholars out there. It's a compound word, meaning it's made up of two words. It means to eject, send out, send forth, cast out, drive out, thrust out. Ekbalo. Okay? The very same Greek word is used for casting out demons. And one of the reference of many is Matthew 8:16. Okay, very interesting. So I just made a short comment here is, the irony in all of this is that Jesus wants to cast out laborers, not cast them out of people, but to thrust out laborers into his harvest so that we can go save the lost, but also that we can go out there and cast out demons. That's the whole point of the Great Commission. That's the whole part of evangelism. That's the whole part of missionary work. Okay? So this word, ekbalo, is from 1537, made up of the word ek. It's a preposition meaning the point where motion or action proceeds, as in from somewhere or someplace, or out, as in a direction, towards some cause or for some reason. I'll unpack that a little bit. And then the second part of this word, ekbalo, is the word balo. It's Strong's number 906. It means to throw in an intense or violent manner. That's why it's used for casting out demons. To arise, to send, to thrust. The Amplified has the word to thrust, but also the Amplified catches the word to force. Yeah, and he's talking about thrusting out laborers into the harvest, right? So the first comment on this is that I'll say here, in this context, the immediate context, we're talking about his harvest, meaning the Lord's harvest field, which is what he told me, right? I shared that in my first video. And the harvest field is anywhere where there are people that are not saved yet, which we're surrounded with in most cases, okay? So comment number two concerning this, back to the main purpose of the church, which is what? What's the main purpose on this earth? The main purpose of the church on this earth is to save them, train them, send them, right? That's the main purpose. We're doing everything else but that, but that's going to change, all right? And which is what Ephesians 4:12, the work of the ministry, equipping the saints, as well as 2 Corinthians 5:19-20, the ministry of reconciliation. So the ministry is twofold. The ministry of the work of the ministry, and then it talks about the ministry of reconciliation. So it's twofold, equipping the saints and then sending them out into the harvest field. to save the lost, and then equipping them and then saving them back out again. So number 2 keyword here is the word laborers. Laborers. It's the word ergates. It's Strong's number 2040. Literally means a toiler, a worker, and a workman. Okay, so we're almost done here. I want to keep these short. And so now we're just going to switch around here a little bit. We're going to move over here. This is very key.